Hello and welcome to another Goliath guitar tutorial. My name is Gareth Evans. Today we are learning a fingerstyle version of the song called Angels by Robbie Williams. If you want to get hold of the tabs for this arrangement that I wrote myself, you can click on the link that's appeared on your screen now, somewhere around here, and you can go to my website and download the tabs absolutely free. How's that for value? Also, top of the description of this video, if you're watching on YouTube, you click there, you can download the tabs free of charge. Like I said, it takes you to my website, Goliath Guitar Tutorials, where everything is absolutely free. If you do want to go and listen to the whole version of the song, I've played you a short preview there. It was just the chorus section. If you want to go and listen to the whole thing, I put an arrangement together as a separate video on YouTube. You can click the link again. That's come on your screen now if your annotations are enabled. Otherwise, again, down in the description of this video, you'll find all the links that I'm talking about today. So in this lesson, I will be describing to you how to play this arrangement note for note. I'll be going into great detail how to play each bar one after another, and it'll be a long lesson. If this is slightly too long for you, you're slightly more advanced guitar player, you might want to check out my guitar tabs video, where basically I'm just playing along with the tabs rolling along the bottom of the screen. You can go and check that out. Again, a link on the description here, or down on the screen here, or down in the description of this video. That's the guitar tabs on screen videos that I produce too. If that's for guitar players who are slightly more advanced, who find this format a little bit too long-winded. And before we get started, I do want to say a huge thanks to everybody who supports me creating these videos. Everyone who comments on the videos, all your support, all the likes that you click on the videos too, all the people on Patreon and the people who pledge and donate through my website, personal donations. I do want to say a huge thank you to you guys. You guys keep me going. You guys keep me generating this free content absolutely free. So huge thank you to everybody for being supportive. And the last thing I want to mention before we get started, the guitar strings that I'm using today, these are Elixir guitar strings. These are my #1 choice for guitar strings. They have been ever since I first tried them. I use Elixir HD Lights. That's my size of preference. The reason I use Elixirs is because they sound fantastic. The tone in them lasts for ages. The feel of them too, they feel really soft and silky to play. Reduces a lot of finger squeak. When you're playing, you don't get a lot of that squeaky sound. And like I said, they last for absolutely ages. They last 3-5 times, maybe even longer than all the other strings that I've ever tried, which is why it brings me great pleasure to bring you this guitar lesson in association with Elixir strings. Okay, let's get on with the lesson. You're going to need a capo on the 2nd fret of your guitar to follow along with me. If you don't have a capo, you should definitely invest in one. Don't comment saying you haven't got a capo, I can't do this lesson. Get a capo, they're cheap, it's easy. And next up, you're going to have to down tune your 6th string on your guitar. And don't comment saying you can't down tune your string. If you can't down tune a string, you should not be learning this song. It's that simple. Learn the basics and then come here to learn fingerstyle. There's no shortcuts, okay? Anyway, rant over. 6th string needs to be a D if it was open, but it's up to an E note if it's capoed on the 2nd. Okay, that's the only deviation in the tuning. Everything else is standard. The 6th string is down to D. When it's capoed, it should sound like this. Okay? Okay, same note as your 4th string. So let's get started then. I'm going to begin on bar 1 and 2. It's the intro part. Okay? Pretty simple. We're starting off in this position. 3rd fret on the 2nd string. 2nd fret on the 3rd string. 4th fret on the 4th string. With the open 6, all together sounds like that. Okay, but what we do is you play like an arpeggio effect or finger roll really quickly like that. So you play 6, 4, 3, 2 in quick succession. And that corresponds with the wavy line on the tabs. If you're looking at the tabs at the very beginning of bar 1, you'll see that wavy line. That means arpeggio effect. Like that, okay? And that goes for all the rest of the ones that you see in the tab. So if you see them later on, that's what that means. Okay, so we've got followed by another 3 plucks on just strings 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry. After that, we play the 4th string and slide up to the 5th fret. You could play it and hammer up if you wanted to. I play the slide. If you can't reach that slide, you can easily hammer up, no problem. But that is the end of bar 1, and this is how it goes. And then into bar 2. Okay, it begins the same. You've got the finger roll, followed by 2 plucks this time, or 2 continuations on the 4, 3 and 2 string. And to finish off this bar, or halfway through this bar, you play the open 4, you play the 4th fret on the 4, you pull that off to the 2nd fret position, and then pull that off to the open position. So it's 1 movement and 1 pluck, or 2 movements, but 1 pluck with the right hand. Okay? So all in all, bar 2 should sound like this. And that's the intro done with. And if we back up to bar 1 and 2 to consolidate what we've learned already, this is how it should sound all together. Okay, after we've got that, we're going to move on now to the verse section. This is bar 3 through 6. It plays like this. It is relatively easy, I would say. Just single pluck in, is a slide in there, there's another arpeggio. Not a lot of great deal of difficulty in this. So we start off bar 3. That sequence there. Pluck on open 4 and open 6 together. And then 6, 6. Okay, twice afterwards on this own. Now, you play the 4th string, sliding up from the 2nd fret into the 4th fret. It's more of a slide into rather than a slide from, so that makes sense. And followed by open 6 and 2nd fret on the 3rd. Okay? And then open 2nd string. So it's... Okay, hopefully you got that. Okay, so that's the whole of bar 3. Next, you stay in the same position here. We kind of left off on the 4th fret of the 3rd. Sorry, 4th fret of the 4th, 2nd fret of the 3rd. You just play, for bar 4, kind of repeating, but you start off with the 6, 3rd string, which is fretted on the 2nd, and then 6 again. 6 again, and then repeat the sequence, which is the slide into 4, pinch on 3 and 6, 3rd string fretted on the 2nd fret, and then the open 2nd, which is what we did at the end of bar 3. So all in all, bar 4 plays. Okay, and if we back right up, bar 3 and 4 together play like this. Okay, move on now, bar 5. Pretty simple. Little finger up here to the 5th fret on the 6th string. Your index finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. You play. So it's 6, 3, 6, and then 3 and 4, 4 being open. Okay. Followed by 6 on its own, and then a pinch with the 4th and 6th string. the 4th fret coming in on the 4th string coming in on the 4th fret here with the ring finger, so like that. So it's and on to the next bar, but to consolidate bar 5, this is what we play all in all in bar 5. Sorry. Okay. Next bar 6. So we come here to like an A position. What I do is I bar the 4th and 3rd string on the 2nd fret with the open 5th. You could play like this if you can't bar, just use a finger for each of those strings, 3rd and 4th strings. But either way, play 5, 4 and 3 as a finger roll, followed by 2 plucks on the open 5th string, and then this sequence, okay, which is just the 4th string on the 2nd fret as it was, up to the 4th fret when on the 4th string. You play it with the open 5th, you pull off to 2nd, pull off to open, kind of like we did earlier, but this time we've got the open 5th with it. Like that, okay? Okay, so bar 6 all in all. And so bar 5 and 6 together should play like this. And if you back right up to the beginning of the verse, bar 3 through 6 should play like this. Okay, we move on now, bar 7 through 10, the last half of the verse. Okay, that's how the next 4 bars go. So begin, bar 7. Okay, that's how it goes. You start off open 4 and open 6 again. And then 6 on its own, then 4 on its own. Okay. And then this sequence here. Okay. So it's up to the 4th fret on the 4th string with the ring finger. You play 6 and 4 together. And then down to the 2nd fret on the 4th string and hammer up from 2nd to 4 on that 4th string. Okay? Follow that up with another open 6 and another hammer from 2 to 4 on that 4th string. Okay? I add vibrato there, vibrato, how I'm going to say it. If you want to take the mick out of my accent, that's fine. Vibrato. So that's how it should sound. It's second half of bar 7. Whole of bar 7. Okay, hopefully you got that. Let's move on now. Bar 8. Like that. You start off 2 open 6s, okay? And then so that's 4th fret on the 4th string, pull it down, off down to the 2nd, okay? And then back up to the 4th with the open 6, so it's 4th string and 6th string, followed by the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Okay? So we've got, Finish off the bar, play the open 6 again, and then the 2nd fret on the 3rd string again to finish off. That's the whole of bar 8. Okay, so let's back up now. Bar 7 and 8 together should sound like this. Okay, onward now to bar 9. That's how that's played. It's pretty simple. Up to the 5, or the 5th fret again on that 6th string with your little finger. You play. So it's 6 on its own and then 6 with the open 4th. Followed by 6 on its own, then 6 with the 4th fret on the 4th. So you bring your ring finger in there for the 4th fret on the 4th here. So it's... That's the whole of bar 9, that's all it is. Bar 10. Okay, is like that. Again to this A shape with that finger roll. 2nd fret on 3rd and 4th string, open 5th as the roll. Followed by open 5 and then the 4th string straight after, still on that 2nd fret. And then a couple of pinches and a couple of pull-offs. So up to the 4th fret on the 4th string, pinch it with the open 5th, but pull it off the 4th fret down to the 2nd fret on the 4th string. And then do the same again, but this time pulling off from the 2nd to open on that 4th string. Okay, and that's the whole of bar 10. And that's what leads into the bridge section. So bar 9 and 10 together should play like this. Sorry. And to recap, back to bar 7 through 10 plays like this. So that's it for the whole of the intro and the verse of this. Hopefully you picked it up. If you did struggle with any of this, the easiest thing to do is just replay the video. I'm not expecting you to learn it first time and to pick it up and remember it. Some people, it might take a while for you to pick it up. Just replay the video. That's the nature of the video, that you can do that. So, like I said, I'm not expecting you to pick it up first time. So that's it for the lesson. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, please click the thumbs up button, because like I said earlier, it really does help me out, bring you these free guitar lessons, and really appreciate you doing that. If you want to go and help me out in another way, you can do on Patreon, where you can support me with a monthly pledge to keep me going with these lessons. In return, you'll get some rewards, like you can get hangouts with me, you can get one-on-one lessons, you can get tabs early, you can get videos early, that type of thing. So head over now. There's a link on the screen. Go and check that out. If you want more from the videos that I produce, I do 3 other YouTube channels now. There's Gareth Evans Gaming, where I do some gaming. If you're into gaming, go and check that out. I've got The Brew channel, where we brought it back. The Brew, where we're just doing it more relaxed than we used to do. We're just sitting around chatting about music, TV, films, YouTube, all types of stuff. If you want music recommendations and that type of thing, go check out the Brew channel. Also, Gareth Evans Extras, I've just started up the vlogging. I'm actually vlogging right now, behind the scenes type of stuff. How to do arranging, how to make these videos, how to make guitar lessons, that type of thing. Go and check it out on my Gareth Evans Extra channel. Also, you can check me out on social media, all the links and that, for everything, down in the description of this video. And that is it. Finished. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, bye for now.